I want to thank everybody for coming for this great day in Harrison County. And without further ado, I want to introduce the Governor of the great state of Ohio, Mike DeWine.
Sheriff, thank you very much. It's great to be in Harrison County again. Sun always shines in Harrison County, so it's good. Seriously, it is good to be back. We have some good news today, but let me just kind of go back and kind of maybe set the stage about how we got here. And let me introduce Annette Chambers-Smith, who is head of Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections, and she plays a role in this discussion as well. We've been concerned for some time about some of the jails around the state, and because of their age, condition they're in, frankly, no matter how good a job the sheriff does and the commissioners do and everybody does to try to keep them going, just because of the age, it just creates some real problems. And frankly, the rules and the regulations, the federal court decisions that exist today are just fundamentally different than they were when many of these jails were built. And when many of them were built, there weren't any regulations, really. And the need today for more programming, particularly in the area of mental health and in the area of drug addiction, really kind of changes what you need to do in these jails. So we went to the state legislature. Director and I were talking about the different jails around the states, and frankly, the ones that needed to be replaced and the ones that needed to be repaired. And many times, communities just really did not have the money to really carry that out. So we then went to the state legislature and started talking to them. We talked to Frank, we talked to Don, talked to other members of the legislature, and came up with really the idea and had the agreement with the legislature that in the capital bill that you normally pass every couple years, that we would insert money in there at the rate of $50 million total that could be used to give grants to really based on a need basis to the counties that really had the biggest need. And so that passed, and we then had a process where the counties could apply for this portion of this $50 million. Well, lo and behold, 51 counties applied. I guess that shouldn't have been a shock. I guess the only shock what we would have expected is maybe 88 would have applied. But 51 applied. Their total ask was for $368 million. So we started going through the process, and so which brings us really to why we are here today. We just left Coshocton, and where we announced money for Coshocton. We are also announcing today the following other counties: Gallia, Scioto, Lawrence, as well as the regional jail in Athens. So I'm really pleased to be here in Harrison County today to announce this grant of $9.1 million towards the construction of a new jail. The sheriff will fill you in and give you more information. I know most of you have been in the jail, touring, looking at the jail. And you sort of know that what the need is. But I'm going to now turn it back to the sheriff, and the sheriff's going to talk a little bit, and then we'll hear from our two representatives. And again, I want to thank them for the great work that they do every single day representing you. They both are just really strong advocates for their district, strong advocates for Harrison County. Now, Sheriff, turn it back to you.
Thanks, Governor. On behalf of my appreciation to you, I want to give you this challenge coin, and you lived up to it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
On behalf of the Harrison County Sheriff's Office, I would like to thank Governor DeWine, Prison Director Annette Chambers-Smith, and John Adams, Administrator of the Bureau of Adult Detention, and the rest of the Governor's staff for this truly significant day in Harrison County history. This announcement has came at the right time for the taxpayers of Harrison County for a number of reasons. We have been pulling deputies off the road to provide transports to inmates all over eastern side of this state and paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to house those inmates at other facilities, including Jefferson, Muskingum, Monroe, and going as far as even Mahoning and Stark County. Now with this generous funding opportunity, we can build the state-of-the-art facility of a full-service jail to house our own inmates in Harrison County. We also can provide the service to our taxpayers. Our current county jail was built in 1925. It was one of the two oldest in the state. The Harrison County proposed a new 60-bed facility, 8 single units, 12 dual occupancy cells that can be used for single cells if needed, 40 dorm style, and there's 6 different housing units with 4 cells and 2 dorms, provided many options for inmate classification and separation, which is required. The facility will have a full-service kitchen, laundry, and other support areas. There will be 2 sally ports for transport and reception. Just off the sally port area, the inmate processing, showering, property room, and area for jail clothing will be there. The facility also have a state-of-the-art visitation housing unit where we don't have to transport prisoners in and out for visiting. They can do it by phone or video conference. The facility will have program areas for mental health, drug and alcohol dependency, as well as other classrooms for further education. I would personally and sincerely like to thank the following individuals to help me prepare and submit the comprehensive report that got us here today. The Executive Director, Nick Hummenhauser, and his staff of the CIC, they was tremendous in help getting me the information that we needed to fulfill this application and get it back into the state in a timely manner. Dale Arbaugh led the way, as well as John Jones and Robert Hendricks. Also, with the rest of the team, was Prosecutor Lauren Knight, Allison Anderson, State Representative Don Jones, and Senator Frank Hoagland. The County Commissioners Paul Coughlin and Donnie Bethel were instrumental, and especially Dale Norris. Other elected officials here today to help bring this to a close is Common Pleas Court Judge T. Sean Hervey, Common Pleas Court Juvenile Division Judge Matthew Pushcarriage, and I'll butcher this one, but retired Common Pleas Judge Michael Nunner, sitting by assignment in county court due to the loss of our county court judge. Clerk of Courts Leslie Milligan, and Treasurer Vicki Sefcik. It goes beyond saying that I'm tremendously grateful to not only those named individuals, but with all the dignitaries who are here today, my staff, and the residents of this county who have put their faith in me to help fulfill a dream and a legacy of Harrison County. I want to thank each and every one of you. It's been a great honor, and we look forward to putting this thing up in the air as soon as possible. I'd like to have Representative Jones